What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys are doing well. It's the week of UFC 293. I still have some videos to work on, but I said, you know what? Those can be put out tomorrow. I might as well jump on stream for a little bit. I have my full card predictions out. I recorded that last night. I recorded 3 videos last night, so I was up till about 4 a.m. recording videos last night. My throat actually hurts. Pause. But yeah, I got some more videos to do. I'm going to do my grading UFC 293 before I go to bed. And I'll release that tomorrow afternoon. And then hopefully tomorrow night, I'll record full breakdown and prediction for Adesanya Strickland. And that'll be out tomorrow night is what I'm thinking. Just so you guys know. Anyway, whatever you guys want to discuss, UFC 293 predictions, any other fights, it doesn't matter to me. Doesn't matter to me. I'm actually kind of tired right now, but it's still early. It's only 10:30. Probably watching Animal Planet with his disc golf pal. Dude, motivational Joey. Motivational Joey. I am so glad you clipped that story about the dog shit. That was hilarious, dude. That was hilarious. That was, I mean, what can I say? What can I say other than it was just a beaut? I literally almost died laughing when I watched that video. Let me see if I can find it real quick. What was it called? MMA Joey confronts irresponsible dog owner. Dude, that was a great clip. I don't know who's running the account. If they want to tell me one day, they can. If not, that's fine too. But I have no idea. But I'll tell you right now, the edits are amazing. So I love it. And that's so funny that they clipped that story. That is so, legitimately, like that was a perfect clip. Like perfect clip, perfect edit. If you guys want to follow him, let me plug his channel real quick. I hope his channel grows. Because the more his channel grows, the more that he'll clip, and the more he puts these edits together. So here, let me put his channel real quick. If you guys want to go support this channel, I don't know who runs it, but they do a damn good job of clipping this channel of funny like stories and stuff from the live streams. So if you guys want to go subscribe to his channel, there is the link. I would highly recommend it. He's got some good videos on his channel. But yeah, if you don't want to, don't. But if you like this channel, you'll like that channel. If you hate this channel, you'll hate that channel. But dude does a hilarious job. The ending of that video almost made me shit myself. The ending of that video was so damn funny. I literally died. I legitimately died. It was so damn hilarious. Anyway, who's going on? What's going on, Joey? Starting watching the prediction vid. I'm going against most of your picks. Well, I guess one of us is gonna have a bad night on Saturday. Hopefully, it's not me. Would you rather watch Izzy Strickland or Izzy Jarrett 2? Izzy Jarrett 2. Izzy Jarrett 2 is the one that I would go with. I just think Jared Cannonier has more of an ability to potentially get a stoppage, where I don't think Strickland does. Oh, that fucking story makes me wary now because I let my dog shit in places and I think I'm going to get confronted. Well, good. Pick up your dog shit, Vincent. Pick up your dog shit or I'm going to confront you. Is it crazy to think next week's card is better than 293? No, not necessarily. I think the person who's running the account is Jamal Hill per sources. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Joey, thanks for coming. Anytime, Andy. Well, let me know in the chat. Who would you guys rather see? Would you rather see Izzy versus Strickland or Izzy versus Cannonier 2? Let me know in the chat right this very second. Which one would you prefer to see? Because me personally, I think Izzy versus Cannonier 2 is more compelling. Strickland. It said it disconnected for a second. I don't know what happened there. Pissed me off. Does Roman Khabibulov have top 5 potential? Too early to tell. Kay, thank you for that 99 cents. I appreciate you. 100 emoji. Thank you for the 99 cents. Kay, I appreciate the donos. Appreciate your support of independent MMA media. That's what I'm going to keep going with. Izzy Cannonier 2. His last 2 wins are better than Strickland's last 2. Yeah, I don't understand what is compelling about Izzy Strickland. It's just not compelling. It's just disappointing. Strickland got robbed against Jared. Okay. Okay. Whatever. I think Pedro subs Turcali in round 1. I doubt it. Pedro primarily likes to strike, and he's not even that good of a striker, and he gasses out. I'm glad you like the edits. I'm a YouTuber full-time. I do this for fun. Dude, now I want to know what channel you run, dude. One day you're going to have to message me. If you don't want me to tell anyone, I won't tell anyone. I got to see what channel I want to see what... Dude, you do a great job with the edits, dude. If the mic is cutting out, close out the app and reopen it. It's a glitch with YouTube. But yeah, I love the edits, dude. As this channel grows, if you continue to do the edits, hopefully your channel grows and hopefully you can eventually monetize it, dude. Because you do a great job of it. I always enjoy checking them out. And you always do a great job of picking out the right clips, too. You know? But keep doing what you're doing, man. But if you ever want to secretly tell me what channel it is that you run, and you don't want me to tell anyone, I won't tell anyone. Kay, thank you for the $2.99 super sticker. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate the dono. I really do. With the little lemon with the thumbs up. Joey, did you see Gon had his house robbed during the fights? I did see that. That's crazy. That sucks. I didn't read anything about it. I just saw like the headline. That's horrible though. Gon's house was robbed during the event. That's crazy, dude. You know, there used to be people who would look up funerals. There probably still is. They look up like funerals and viewings, and they find out the family, and they would go rob the houses. Oh my goodness. Close app and reopen if audio is messing up. There you go. Joey has the best pick rate from UFC 292, UFC Paris at a 89% compared to Guru 76%, Weasel 68%. Joey has a 50% main event pick rate and 50% UFC Strick Mago. Oh, 50% from UFC Strick Mago to UFC Paris. Yeah, dude, my main event picks suffered a drop-off in the last 2 months, man. But, man, hey, man, thank you. Appreciate it. I guess it's a compliment. My picks overall the last month have been really good. But, you know, there was a couple times where I just went against my gut feeling and I ended up being wrong about it. You know? End up being wrong about it. Because I started off the year super hot. Super hot on main event picks. Then I changed a couple picks. I think that's why I was so dead set on picking Spivak. Because that was my early pick. And so many times I switched my early pick. Switched my early pick from Song Yudong against Ricky Simone. I switched my early pick from Strickland to Magomedov, which I don't regret, actually. I switched my early pick from Jared Cannonier to picking Marvin Vettori. I convinced myself to pick Marvin Vettori. So, super unfortunate. Because the pick ratio really should be better. But we'll see. I'm going to try to keep it going. But Vincent's keeping track. How are you keeping track exactly, Vincent? Did you just go back and check today or what? Abiola Adiadija. I don't even know how to pronounce that either. I probably butchered that horribly. But thank you for the $15 super chat. I greatly appreciate it. This channel is helping me get through some hard times. Thanks. I'm happy I can help, man. I'm happy that I can help. I'm glad that you enjoy the community here. And there's nothing, honestly, there's no larger compliment than that. The fact that you come to this channel, you watch the live streams, and it helps you out get through some hard times and helps you escape that. I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $15 dono, my friend. I really do. Happy to have you as part of the community. I feel for Gagno. That's messed up. He had $150K worth of belongings stolen. It was at his house, or was it at a hotel? Where was it at? Joe, do you think Cannonier is more deserving of a rematch with Izzy than Strickland? Yes. Strickland never had a first fight, though. So, looked like he had a first fight. My nose is itching. So, have you been keeping track, like for the last couple months, or over the last day or two? Did you make this spreadsheet, Vincent? Joey, no trolling. You look like you lost some weight. Maybe, I don't know. I don't think so. It's probably just the beard's looking good. Every time the beard's looking good, I always get a bunch of compliments saying, "Dude, did you lose weight?" So maybe that's it. It is a Yoruba name. Okay. Chepe's strength of schedule pre-UFC is actually crazy. Fair enough. K, thank you for the $3.99 super sticker with the little, looks like a pear, giving me a cup of Kool-Aid. Thank you for the super sticker, K. I appreciate the $3.99. Thank you. I need it. I need every penny for this horrible UFC pay-per-view. I will be live on Saturday, though, for you guys. I just made up a decent-sized hill for the first time in a manual. Just got a new car a few days ago. Having so much fun. Do you drive any manuals? I don't currently drive any manuals, but I know how to drive a manual, and I have drove a manual many of times. But I've never particularly owned one. But I can drive one, if that makes sense. I made it 2 days ago and went back and plugged the transcript of the videos into ChatGPT to see who you picked. Do you mind if I said the spreadsheet link? It won't come. YouTube doesn't let anybody but me send links in the chat. So you have to send it to me on like Twitter or Instagram. But you can send it to me. Damn, you use ChatGPT to get all the picks, huh? And yes, Courageous, I am half Yoruba, half Black American. New here, what's up? What's up, SK? Twitter it is. How many people are you tracking, Vincent? And how long are you going to do it for? All right, if I missed your question, because I've been kind of jumping through. If I missed your question, just resend it. Joe, what's the nicest car you've ever driven? I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've driven anything crazy fancy. Probably my fiance's current car, I would say. It's probably the nicest car I've driven. Unless I'm forgetting something that I drove before. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Now, I think it's just my fiance's current car that I drive all the time. It's not like crazy nice, but it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I'm going to do it from now on. Cool. Who's more tough matchup for Pereira, Yuri or Hill? Thank you for the $199K. Off the top of my head, I want to say Hill. But I just think Yuri is because of the pressure. Pereira fights best. I feel he fights best moving forward. And I feel like Yuri will just pressure him like crazy. And I think Yuri will clip him. I'm picking Yuri over Pereira. I know it sounds crazy. Because, like, honestly, my brain is telling me Hill just because he's more technical. But I just think Yuri's power, crazy determination, good grappling as well, unbelievable stamina and durability. I think it's Yuri. I think it's Yuri. But I think both are bad matchups for Pereira. I think both would beat Pereira. Thank you for the $199. K, appreciate the super chat. NKS, thank you for the $2. For your kids to be, ensure they're not like Izzy. I will do my best. I will do my best. Thank you for the $2, NKS. Appreciate the donation, man. Okay. If they don't announce October 7th and 14th main events during Contender Series tomorrow, I'm going to go insane. I wouldn't let it get to you that much. What's Charles Oliveira's future in the UFC? Probably just perennial contender until Islam goes away, I would say. I would probably say. I don't know. It's tough, man. It's tough. He has to be able to beat Islam, which he has an opportunity a month and a half from now. We'll see what happens. As Dana White says, we'll see what happens. Conor got his black belt. He's definitely coming back now. Yeah. I'm sure the MMA media I'm sure the MMA media will find a way to get it done. They'll find a way. I sent it on Twitter. Or sent it on Insta. Let me take a look. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Vincent. I'll check it out after stream, though. I'll check it out after stream. But that's pretty cool, dude. Motivational Joey Vitt is scary. Hell, he does a great job. Dude does a great job. Go subscribe to him. I said go follow him. Go subscribe to him. He does a great job. I pick Yuri all day. Fair enough. Joey, does Bo Nickel beat Shabazian? Yes. Shabazian has literally no grappling. Has no, no grappling at all. Shabazian would get beat up. What would happen if Izzy pulls out? Jared Cannonier versus Sean Strickland for the interim belt. That's what it would be, which is horrible. The money's just flowing in. Yeah, thank you guys for the donos tonight. Edmund is a dead corpse. Dude, Brunson beat his ass bad. I picked Shabazian in that fight, too. Ugh, what a horrible pick. Who would you pick in Yuri versus Ankalaev? I'm gonna say Yuri. I'm just like, it's hard for me to pick against Yuri. I've been a big believer in Yuri. He finds a way to create chaos and get it done. I don't know if I've ever picked against Yuri, to be quite honest. Thank you for the 2 months of membership. A Biola. Hill Power made Walker car dealership dancing. Oh, yeah, like the little blow-ups. What's good, boy? What's up? Jesse Lewis. What's up, my friend? Always commenting on the videos. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. How is UFC 294 so much better than 293 and 294 main event fight is better than this co-main? Any 294 main card fight is better than this co-main. I know. It's because the UFC has a massive deal with Abu Dhabi to put on great fight cards. I picked Glover to beat Yuri. Almost a really good pick. I picked Yuri to beat Glover. Brunson beat the brakes off Shabazi, and Bo Brunson would be interesting. Now, I think Brunson would get clipped up on the feet against Bo, honestly. I think Bo would beat Brunson. I can't even get through it. Break down the Dave Portnoy pizza situation. Dave Portnoy does pizza reviews. I don't typically watch them. I think I've seen him here and there before. But he was outside of a pizza restaurant doing a pizza review for, I guess, his YouTube channel or website or whatever the hell he puts them on. And the owner walks out and just starts telling him, get the fuck out from in front of my store. I don't appreciate you. Judging businesses based off of a bite of pizza. You're ruining small businesses. And I don't know if that's true or not true. I haven't done any investigation journalism there. But either way, the store owner came off as a real dickhead, right? And he came out once and he said, kind of said his thing. And Dave Portnoy kind of said, eh. And he went back in. Then he came back out like 2 minutes later and was like, if I wasn't clear enough, get out from in front of my store. And Dave Portnoy was like, let me be clear. Fuck you. And that is so funny that I saved the clip and I'm just sending it to people all the time. Let me make this clear. Fuck you. Hilarious response. I think that the store owner was a dick. And it just makes you look like an asshole. It just makes you look like an asshole. And I don't even like Barstool. I'm not one of these weird Barstool sycophants that they'll sniff any Barstool employee's asshole. And for some reason, Barstool's so popular, but it's just kind of like a weird TMZ sports website, I think. At least from what I see. I don't hate them, don't like them. But I know there is Barstool sycophants. I'm not one of those people. I honestly think it's kind of, they're kind of trashy, like the way I see them. But I guess that's the way they're supposed to be. Is they'll be out tweeting from their official accounts, talking shit to fighters and whatnot. And I think that's kind of weird to portray yourself as legit MMA media. But I don't know if they're really trying to portray themselves. So it's not a crazy criticism of them. I just find them a little bit trashy in terms of they're supposed to be this big website. Anyway, the point I'm getting to is, if anything, I would be biased against them, which I'm not anyway. I thought it was the funniest shit. Let me make this clear. Fuck you. That's exactly what I would have said. I've been like, fuck you, buddy. And I would have, it's just the dude was being a dick, and dude was old people sometimes are grumpy for no reason. Maybe he just doesn't like the guy, and he's like, fuck this dude. I don't want to meet him in front of my business. But that's what he should have said. He should have came out and be like, hey, you know what? I don't fucking like you, you bitch. Square up before I smack that fucking pizza out of your mouth. That's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. If I didn't like the dude, I'd at least try to go viral and look tougher, rather than be like, hey man, get out from in front of my store, get off my lawn. At least try to look like a badass. Get out from in front of my store, or I'm gonna call the police. Bitch, this is public property. Yeah, I think some people just let their, I don't know. Maybe he's having a bad day. I think it's going to hurt his business now because it's gone viral and there's going to be a lot of people like harassing him. So, but it's kind of his own doing. Joe, if you could give an Emmy to any team in the world, what would it be? The Power Slap team. I hate when people say Sean can win if he fights smart. It sounds like Izzy's past opponents weren't smart. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm extra thirsty tonight. That video is mad funny. I agree. Joey, I think Gon fights the winner of Almeida versus Blades. That's a compelling matchup. That's a very compelling matchup. I've been sitting on it, and the only person I'd pick to beat Yuri is Jamal Hill. Okay, fair enough. Brother, I enjoy how the cards in Abu Dhabi feel like a whole day of fights. Then at night, you can go out with the boys and have a good time. I don't like the Abu Dhabi times. It ruins my whole day during the weekend. But I understand where you're coming from. Is 293 the worst pay-per-view of the year? I think so. I do a video every single pay-per-view grading the card, and I'm actually going to record that video tonight. I think it may be the lowest rating I've ever given for a pay-per-view. I think it's going to be the lowest grade I've ever given for a pay-per-view. I'm not 100% certain on that, but I'm pretty sure. And I haven't even decided on the grade yet. Thirsty for some Barstool close? Fair enough. The only way I see Sean winning is relying on Izzy's heart. Izzy's notorious for not pulling out of a fight when he's injured. If Izzy has a rib injury that causes him to gas, yeah, he's not going to gas, dude. If he was injured enough where it would really affect him, he'd pull out. Hamzat and Izzy both like to be active. I'm 85% sure Hamzat and Izzy will be fight early next year if they both win. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Hamzat skips over Dricus du Plessis. What about Nunes versus Aldana? Yeah, but that had Charles Oliveira on the card. Versus an interesting matchup. Where you have Israel Adesanya versus a non-interesting matchup. If that makes sense. Yeah, I don't see how Sean can get it done. What's he got? He's going to find a KO? He better hope Adesanya's washed up and his chin's gone. He better hope Adesanya's washed up and his chin's gone. Izzy's going to embarrass him bad, probably. Never been so excited for a press conference before. Damn, a lot of people are saying that. I think it's going to end up disappointing. I don't really care about the press conferences, but I'm happy you're going to enjoy it. A lot of people are going to enjoy it. I don't think I've watched a press conference in 5 years and been like, yeah, this shit got me excited. Half the time I don't even watch them. Hope you're having a good night. If Israel gets a few more title defenses, do we put him ahead of Anderson Silva? Probably. He's already very, very close. Is he carrying the card on his back alone pretty much? I think the UFC is going to restrict him somehow. Maybe. I really don't give an F about the press conference at Sean Strickland. Yeah. I don't even find him that funny, man. It's kind of cringy. For me, it's no different than Colby or Adesanya being cringy, frozen like Elsa. It's just not that interesting. Is he going to need to do more than slip on a banana peel to fumble this? Dude, I don't even want to talk like that because we could jinx it. But yeah, I think Adesanya's going to go out there and finish him badly. Abus Magomedov was lighting him up badly. Finally, someone who agrees with me, Sean, isn't that funny? Yeah, I don't think he's that funny at all. And that's nothing even against him. I just don't find it he paints his fingernails. Oh, sick burn. I don't remember one thing I don't remember one thing that I found like, oh my God, this is so funny. It's just, I guess the people who like that, they just like that he says ridiculous shit. I think that's pretty much what they want him to do. So they're just like, oh, shock value. They just like the shock value. Joe, when are you going to get another Chris Curtis interview? Would you like to ever have him on live stream? Yes and yes. I texted him last week and I talked to him. I don't know. Maybe I'm going to see if I can get him on this week. If not, maybe next week. If not, at some point in the month of December. I mean, September. I'm an idiot. I said December. I'm an idiot. He has a few funny lines, but overall he's not as funny as many think. Yeah. People just like that he says shock value stuff. You know what I mean? And that's it. You know? It's for me, it's not all that interesting. Sean reminds me of Trevor from GTA 5. That sounds about right. What would Abu Dhabi do if the UFC brought a card like this to him? Probably cut off the deal. I'm more excited for Adesanya's celebration than the actual fight. Dude, that celebration from 287 will soon be immortalized on the channel. I'll tell you guys that much. If you're in the members Discord, you already know. You already know if you're in the members Discord. If you're not, you'll just have to wait and find out. You'll have to wait and find out. But that's a savage celebration, you know. Maxwell, how do you always ask this question? Ask this question. I'm so annoyed that my internet just disconnected again. I don't know. OBS just disconnected again. Maybe it's not you, Maxwell, but I feel like so many people have asked that question a million times. But the answer is, yes, we're friends. And he watches the channel, and he had been watching the channel. And I told him he was a fucking weirdo for pretending to be Chris Curtis. Like, why the fuck would you go into somebody's live chat and pretend to be Chris Curtis? And he immediately started video calling me on Instagram. And I answered, and it was actually him. So from then on out, we kind of been buddies. So that's the answer to your question. Strickland might upset Izzy. I doubt it. I hope Izzy does Sean worse than he did Paulo. Dude. That would be hilarious. Imagine he just humps him afterwards. Oh, God. Everyone's going to be mad. They're going to be like, oh, he's so classless. Meanwhile, they cheerlead the weird shit Strickland says. And meanwhile, I don't like any of it. I'm dead serious. I think Izzy's going to teabag him at some point. Deadass, there's a subset of MMA fans that are around 14 years old and legit want Sean to say the N-word and won't say it themselves, complete pussies. Well, that's a lot of the Strickland fan base. It's just people. It's a lot of pussies who think a lot of weird shit, and they hope that Strickland says it. Even if Strickland may be joking or just looking for shock value, they want him to say it to legitimize themselves. You know, it's a weird group of fans. It's a weird group of fans. But to each their own. If that's what you enjoy, that's what you enjoy. But there's definitely some fans out there cheerleading. Oh, Sean, please say the N-word. Say the N-word. I'm telling you right now, there'd be if Sean Strickland called Adesanya the N-word with the hard R, there'd be a lot of MMA fans cheerleading that. Sean has better cardio than Izzy. There, I said it. I mean, you can say it all you want. That doesn't make it true. Joey, MMA, when's the do-rag coming? No. You caught me red-handed. You really don't think Sean's shock value is even a little funny? Occasionally. There's occasional funny line. But for me to act like it's some type of hilarious, content, no. It's about as funny to me as Kevin Lee. Who should Shavkat fight next besides Usman? I hope he beats the shit out of Wonderboy Thompson. And they give him the PMF belt afterwards to Wonderboy. How fitting would it be if Dricus was front row when in the cage after this fight? It'd be hilarious. They should have Dricus there, but I don't think Dricus will be there. He's too busy breathing African air, I think. Joe, why do you think Cannonier should be the backup? Because it makes sense. There's no one else available. There's no one else available. Does Kamaru fight this year? I'm going to say no. I don't think Kamaru Usman fights this year. If he does, it'll be December. Who's funnier, Holland or Strickland? I don't think either one of them. Joe, I'm tired of MMA fans giving women's MMA a hard rap. I'd rather watch Weili fight over a lot of top contenders. Yeah, I love watching Weili fight. So I'm with you. I'm with you. You don't like Wonderboy? I don't like that he constantly turns down every fight under the sun, never wants to fight. Dude just begging to fight non-grapplers, begging to fight guys behind him in the ranks, and it's just pussy shit. I like Wonderboy. I like watching Wonderboy fight. I picked Wonderboy in his last fight. Picked Wonderboy in the fight before that. You know, it's just... it's just embarrassing, dude. Joe, your interaction with Jungle in the disc was hilarious. I'm happy that you enjoyed it. He's 5'4", tries to act like he's 6'4". I got to put him in his place. Let him know I'm 6'4". I'm 6'4", Jungle. You're 5'4". You're a foot shorter than me. So you can't mess with a guy who's 6'4", 240 pounds of nothing but Braxton Smith muscle. At least Holland's real. Fair enough. Neil Magny's hairline is funnier than Holland and Strickland. I know. I know. What specifically about Izzy game cancel out Strickland? Like, Izzy's amazing his kicking game, his striking game, he's better everywhere in my opinion. There's no way that Sean has an advantage in this fight. There's nowhere that Sean has a skill advantage. I agree on Wonderboy shouldn't be waiting for a striker. This is MMA. If you don't want to fight MMA, go to one and do kickboxing. Exactly. He wants to fight people above him in the rankings since he's fought for a title years ago, and everyone except Burns' fight has been people behind him in the rankings. Dude, Wonderboy wanted to fight people behind him in the rankings. Wonderboy turns down every fight under the sun. He only wants favorable matchups. It's literally on video him saying that. So, it is what it is. Jungle on the verge of canceling his membership. Jungle, you're just mad because I'm 6'4", 240, man. 6'5" in my New Balances. How do you feel about Song Yudong versus Piotr Yan? I don't feel like it really makes sense right now. Joe, I don't get your Wonderboy take. Do you really want to see Wonderboy versus Bilal style fight? Like, I want to see him versus strikers, and I don't want to see a boring grapple fest. Well, then why is he pretending like he needs to fight for a title? Why is he turning down fights because of a 2-pound miss, you know? Or 3-pound miss, whatever it was. And he turns down every fight. Doesn't want to fight Ian Gary. Doesn't want to fight Michelle Pereira. Doesn't want to fight any grapplers. Doesn't want to fight anyone with a mohawk. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's bald. Doesn't want to fight anyone who has tattoos. Doesn't want to fight anyone who is over 6 foot tall. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's ever missed weight in their entire career. Doesn't want to fight anyone with a beard. Doesn't want to fight anyone from Dagestan. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's primarily a grappler. Doesn't want to fight anyone who has jiu-jitsu skills. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's ever pulled off a Kimura. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's ever got a rear naked choke. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's wrestled in elementary school. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's wrestled in middle school. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's wrestled in high school. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's watched WWE. Doesn't want to fight anyone who's ever even watched pro wrestling at any stage in their life. And he's willing to turn down every fight until he gets the optimal matchup. Meanwhile, he's squatting in the top 10 of the rankings saying, oh, Shavkat's a grappler. Then when Shavkat wins against Jeff Neal, primarily striking, and calls Wonderboy out, like, I'm not just a grappler, he's like, oh, you got a submission. This dude's a pussy. This dude is a pussy. PMF. Give him the PMF. You know, it's just annoying, you know? It's annoying. I'm tired of it. Cut him from the organization. Send him to PFL. Send him to Bellator, where maybe he can get those matchups. You know, he's squatting in the top 10 of the rankings, begging for favorable matchups that are ranked outside of the top 10. That's it. That's it. If you even watched the Brock Lesnar era of the UFC, he does not want to fight you. He does not. If you own a wrestling singlet, he does not want to fight you. Okay? He literally... It's just so annoying. It's so annoying. I can't even talk about it anymore. He needs to fight for the PMF belt. Needs to, and then he's saying, "Oh, I want to make a run at a title. I want to make a run at a title." Shut the fuck up. Shut your mouth. That shit actually annoys me. And people think I'm wrong. I don't get your take. Dude squats in the top 10. Take him out of the top 10. You'll never hear me complain again. Ban him from the top 10. And you will never hear me complain again. I don't care. I don't care what he does. He's a puss, dude. He's a puss. And then he's like, oh, Kamaru Usman's getting old. Kamaru Usman just lost 2 fights in a row. Let me hopefully get a win over here. I'm telling you, he's calling out Usman because if he beats Usman, he's already said Usman's the #1 contender. He said that out loud. And he literally thinks if I beat Usman, I'm calling for a title shot. What he would do is he would take on Usman. If somehow he beat Usman, he would say, well, I'm #1 contender now. I deserve a title shot. I'm waiting for my shot. Dude, you already fought Woodley twice. You lost both times. You're never fighting for a title again. You're never fight. Anyone who's ever performed a double leg takedown, anyone who's even shook Daniel Cormier's hand, Wonderboy would not fight you. So take him out of the rankings. Stop the fight. Stop the fight. Yeah, I hope Wonderboy gets an unranked striker in his next fight, and I hope he gets brutally KO'd. Wonderboy acts like Leon wouldn't just wrestle him to a decision. I know. Yeah, Wonderboy's afraid of you, Tiramisu. Yeah, he'd never beat Usman, but it's just funny that that's what he wants. That's what he wants now. All of a sudden, Usman's on a 2-fight losing streak, got KO'd 2 fights ago, and then he's like, all right, I'm going to fight him, and then I'm going to claim I'm a #1 contender. That's what he's going to do. It's true. Steven is a squatter just like Dustin. I wouldn't say Dustin is. Yeah, Leon would beat him up on the feet and out-grapple him, too. 100% he would out-grapple him. Usman's a pussy, too, dude. Usman doesn't want to fight Shavkat. Usman doesn't want to fight Ian Gary. Usman never wanted to fight Hamzat. Usman, post-champion Usman, is just trying to get an easy win. So I hate both of them for wanting that fight. Usman wants an easy win, and Wonderboy Thompson thinks, if I can get over the hill Usman, I'll claim title shot afterwards. Usman was a champion who was willing to fight anyone. But now that he's lost twice, he needs to get back in that win column. He's like, oh, Wonderboy Thompson, let me feast on that body of Wonderboy Thompson. Easy work. Wonderboy would lose badly to Usman. That's still my Wonderboy? Yeah. Wonderboy's actually married to Chris Weidman's sister, in case you guys didn't know. I'm convinced Wonderboy would turn down a fight with Jack. He would. He would. Jack owns a wrestling singlet. Joe, I'm sort of light, but what? Joey, I'm sort of late, so not sure you've covered Conor getting a black belt in BJJ. I don't believe any of it. I don't care. I don't think it means anything. Dude's not fighting ever again. Dude's on PEDs, and, you know, dude's jiu-jitsu has never been that great. I think it's a bullshit black belt, probably. I don't know anything about it, but I think it's probably a horseshit black belt. Joey, Dustin said he doesn't want to fight unless it's exciting to him. Well, fair enough. But he's already fought top 10 guys recently. So we can't call him a squatter just yet. He said he doesn't want to fight up-and-comers either, squatter, until further notice. We'll see. Black belt Conor beats Khabib. Yeah, right. At this point, strip Leon and fuck Colby. Make Bilal Shavkat for the belt. I'm with you. Usman Burns too. Colby and Leon can be for the PMF and cut Wonderboy Thompson. Yeah, cut Wonderboy badly. Cut him badly. Chris is married to his sister. Okay, I mixed it up then. I didn't remember. Do you think Holland could have beat Wonderboy if he took a hit? No, I think Wonderboy would have beat him regardless. We have to cancel many black belts. Yeah, half the time I think these black belts are given away willy-nilly. They're given away willy-nilly. They're given away willy-nilly. That's exactly what happens, boys. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Anywho, now that we've slandered Wonderboy, that's enough slander of Wonderboy for one night. Which place is more dangerous, Paris or Baltimore? Definitely Paris. JDM smacks up Wonderboy. Maybe, maybe not. I'd like to see that matchup. I'm telling you, I'm pumped to watch AZ's greatness. That is true. LSU lost. Shaking my head. Kind of random. Sorry to hear that, Mario. I genuinely cannot believe people are still on the edge of their seats for Connor Chandler. Dude, I don't care about Connor Chandler or Colby Leon. I hope neither one of them ever happen at this point. We actually move on to some actual real fights. The UFC is becoming WWE. The UFC is becoming WWE. It's annoying. Who would win a striking battle between Leon and Thompson? No threat of the takedown. If they were just primarily kickboxing, I think it would be very close. I'll say Leon just because he's faster. I'll say Leon outstrikes him. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. Applies to these BJJ guys too. Agreed. Is Usman ducking Shavkat 100%? Shavkat's manager said they asked for Usman and they asked for Wonderboy. And the fact that neither one of those announcements have been made yet, the fact that Shavkat still doesn't have an opponent is ridiculous. Joey, just wanted to let you know I really appreciate your takes in a sea of MMA fan garbage, especially when it comes to social side of things like Izzy versus DDP and Strickland being unfunny. Hey man, I'm glad you're on the same page as me. I get a lot of heat, but I will continue to give my honest opinion, my friend. I get a lot of heat for it, but I will continue to give my honest opinion, and I'm glad to see somebody actually agree with me for a change. Thank you, Jesus Shuttlesworth. Thank you. Finally, somebody in agreement with me. I do my best, man. I do my best to give you guys well thought out opinions. So it's nice to hear some positive feedback on those because I'm telling you right now, guys. You guys, some people, there's always people comment. You only say this for views and this and that. I'm telling you, it's better to go the opposite way. It would be better for the channel to go the opposite way and lie to you and pander to these cult-like followings. That's just not who I am. That's just not what we do here. I'm telling you, though, 100%, going the opposite direction in the popular opinion would be better for views and would be better for subscribers. But guess what? I don't only care about that. I want to give you guys my honest opinion. So, yeah. Joey, a lot of us share that sentiment. We really like your conviction of being honest. Thank you, Benji. And just being real, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to be fake and be somebody I'm not. You know? I feel like a lot of your viewers agree we're just in the minority when it comes to MMA fans. Probably. And also, the vocal... I don't want to say it's the vocal minority because it's not. But the people who disagree are way more vocal than the people who would agree. You're more likely to leave a disagreement comment than you are to leave an agreement comment. But nonetheless, man, I appreciate the feedback. Appreciate the feedback. It's always good to hear that once in a while. But I'm always going to be honest. Sometimes you might agree with me. Sometimes you might disagree with me. So I do my best to give you just an honest opinion. And I try to, even if you disagree with me, I try to explain to you why I believe what I believe. So, you know. There's too much pandering to popular opinion, pandering to fan bases, pandering to cult-like followings. UFC sycophants. You know, Dana White sycophants, WME zombies, Zuffa zombies, whatever you want to call them. There's too many of them. It's already an oversaturated world. It's already an oversaturated world. There's a lot of people lying to you. There's a lot of frauds. I'm telling you right now, there's a lot of frauds. There's a lot of frauds. Whether it be Twitter, whether it be YouTube, whether it be mainstream MMA media, there is a lot of frauds. I'll tell you this right now. I don't care if you hate my guts. If you watch a video of mine and you say, okay, this guy believes what he's saying. That's what I want. I don't want you to think, oh, he's playing a character. Oh, he's just saying this shit for whatever reason, you know. I believe what I'm saying. And I back up everything that if I give you guys an opinion, and I'm like, obviously live streams are different where we're going through rapid fire questions is a little bit different. But if I make a video about a topic and give you an opinion, I back it up with reasons that I believe what I believe, you know. So it's not like I'm just throwing it out there and saying take it or leave it, you know. You know how much shit I got for the Francis Ngannou situation? I know I bring that up quite a bit. 2023, man, I got a lot of shit for my Francis Ngannou videos. A lot of shit for the Francis Ngannou videos. And guess what? Guess who was right? Guess who was right? This guy right here. I don't think, and maybe I'm wrong, I haven't paid attention. I don't think there's a single person on Twitter, an MMA media personality on Twitter, an MMA media personality who does mainstream MMA media articles, videos, whatever it may be, content for an MMA channel, an MMA YouTuber, whatever else there may be. I don't think there's anybody out there who had a public opinion on something that's well documented, whether it be on YouTube or somewhere in the internet universe, that called the Francis Ngannou situation based on actual evidence, who gave his take on the situation and gave his opinion on what would happen that was more accurate than this guy right here. And the people who watch those videos and the people that watch the situation played out, guess what? Forever they're going to be like, I trust this guy. I trust this guy because everyone was telling me something different and this guy got it right. So those are the things that I love to do. Those are the things that I love to do, especially when I feel like everyone is going in the opposite direction, which I felt like when I did those videos, which is why I had to do so many of those videos and watch, which is why they're so in depth as well, 30 minutes long. But anyway, moving on. That's not what we do here. That's funny. Islam vs. Charles 2, best main event till 296. Agreed. Someone needs to find disciplined Wonder Boy like Neil Magny does his son and tell him you're not going to go about everything you want. That is true. PMF. What's up, Fries? Do you think Chimaev, Ragdoll, Costa, and Costa give him some resistance? I think Chimaev will. I think Costa will give him some resistance, but I think eventually Hamzat will impose his will. People call Bilal boring. Didn't he just slaughter Sean Brady, brutally drop Burns in the round 1, and then proceeded to brutalize him with body kicks for 25 minutes? I don't want to see Colby Blanket. Yeah, I agree. Bilal's more exciting than Colby Covington. I'll die on that hill. Chances of Charles winning, and what are his paths to victory? He has many paths to victory, but chances of him winning, I say 15%. If you pander, eventually you will get exposed. That is it. Love the content, fact, and the fact that you're genuine. Thank you, Cameron. Do you think Chimaev can? I already read that. Strickland exposed Izzy really badly. Okay, I can accept that. I think Jan versus Yadong would be fight of the year. How would that go? I think Jan would win, but man, that's a crazy fight. Bilal's more entertaining in fights than Strickland, yet Bilal gets slandered and Sean gets cheered. That's 100%. 100% truth. 100% truth. I might have to tweet that out later. Might have to tweet that out later. Bilal's way more exciting in fights. You have to respect how often Holland fights. Okay, I respect it. I don't agree with your takes, but I definitely respect the conviction in your opinions. Thank you, J-Dub. I agree, Joey. You think Bisping is the worst, but I think Joe is. I'm not going to throw a fit. What it is, move on. Keep talking MMA. There you go. Content creators from all areas are bound to, quote, audience capture. It happens a lot in politics. What do you mean by that? Just kind of pandering to what they believe the audience wants to hear? You'll never see me doing that. I don't know, Joe, you jumped off the Aljo bandwagon pretty quickly after the knockout. Go watch my videos. I was never on there. I was never on the Aljo bandwagon ever. And I should have called Sean O'Malley winning that fight. I picked against Aljo in every fight before. But we have to respect what he did, though. The MMA video was very good. Yeah, it was great. It was very good. Brother Joey said he doesn't like Aljo as a fighter, but he picked Aljo to win based off skills. Exactly. Thank you. I also rewatched all the Francis videos while driving. Did excellent. The Did the Francis Fumble the Bag video was among the most factual and unbiased videos I've ever witnessed. Crystal ball call. I know. I ought to make a playlist of the Francis Ngannou just series in general. That moment for me was when you picked Charles over Dariush. Everyone was doubting Charles for no reason. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, a lot. I couldn't believe the amount of people. And then I had to make a video. Why are people counting out Charles Oliveira over Beneil Dariush? And that video did very well, and then it ended up becoming true. So that was great. Joey got so much hate for asking a question about a head kick, and a ton of haters came out that shows that his opinions resonate. His haters might hate him, but they care what he says. Hey, fair enough. Fair enough, my friend. Look, I'll tell you this. I'd rather be hated than nobody care at all. And at the end of the day, I told you guys, and I've been saying this. If you've been following the channel for 2 years, you've been following the channel for 2.5 years, which would be crazy because that's when I started the channel. I've said this so many times on stream. I will happily be the most hated guy in the room. I will happily be just berated by MMA fans and shit on and called names and this is a horrible take, fat boy. Like I don't care. I could literally walk into a room right now. Okay, I could walk into an actual room with actual people. Let's say it's 1,000 people in a room, and all 1,000 people, hate my guts, and I would not give a fuck. I would not care one bit. I would find it hilarious. I would welcome that. So a bunch of online, mainly incels, hating me online and in text form and chats and on Twitter and in YouTube comments, calling me names and insulting me. If they think for 1 second that I'm going to lose a wink of sleep over it, it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. I find it funny, and I would almost talk about it a little bit more and respond to it a little bit more, but then I'm just kind of encouraging it and giving them what they want. So giving them what they want isn't worth it to me because even though it doesn't hurt me, they're trying to go out of their way to annoy me and piss me off. So why even give them a response? It doesn't really bother me. If anything, I find it funny. So yeah, it's just, I don't care. A lot of people aren't like that. They would care. They would care. I don't care at all. I'm the person that'll bring up awkward things. I love an awkward moment, and I don't care about being hated, let alone online. People hate me online. I don't give a fuck. So it is what it is. If you say things your audience doesn't like, they stop watching or unsub, like rage quitting. Yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of people. There's people who always threaten, I'm going to unsub to the channel for this take. Well, guess what? I'm not going to stop you. You'll be replaced within the hour. That's what I always want to say when someone says, I'm going to unsub. I'm going to unsub. Well, dude, okay, within 1 hour, you'll be replaced. So if there's anybody watching this chat right now and you want to subscribe to the channel, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel right this very second to replace some of those clowns that said, I'm going to unsub. I'm unsubbing from the channel. I don't like this opinion. Oh my God, you picked against my fighter. I'm not subbing to this channel anymore. Yes, the Charles doubt was insane. That it was. I will forever be proud of myself for picking Charles to starch Dariush in the first round. It was a damn good pick. Did I pick second round TKO? What did I pick? Does anyone? I'll just check real quick. I can't remember anymore. I picked Oliveira second round sub. I thought he would hurt him and sub him. But either way, I picked Charles to beat the dog shit out of him. I said, dude, Dariush fights like he's stuck in mud. Shout out Conor McGregor. I was legit going to make a video a week ago when Charles was being counted out and remembered you made one earlier. Got to step up my pace. About a week ago. I made that video like, what, 3 months ago? So did you ever get flack for your Juliana Pena vid about how you sort of agree with on her take of how Amanda was scared to fight her? Yes, a little bit. People who watched the whole video understood what I was saying, though. They understood what I was saying. The incels love Colby and O'Malley, that they do. Classic MMA Joey rant. Thank you. Very tough. You'd leave. No, I wouldn't. I'm not scared of nobody. There's not a grown man out there that I'm scared of. There's not a confrontation out there that I'm scared of. Now, obviously, that comes to a certain extent, but just in general. Now, the incels hate for O'Malley for his open relationship. Now, they probably hate his girl more than they hate him. Joe, you're saying that irks him. Normally, their bully tactics work, and these sheep idiots gatekeep this community. That is true. That is true. They try to bully you into agreeing with them. You know, it's crazy. They try to bully you into agreeing with them. Look, you don't have to agree on everything to be. I hate them. This shit I actually thought of this shit today because Chris Curtis tweeted some things that pissed some people off, and people were like, "How are you friends with Sean Strickland and think this way?" First off, Chris Curtis tweeted out something that's uncontroversial, which it's not something I think about often, but I'm just saying it's uncontroversial. Basically saying that, women are scared of men in general. They have to worry about certain things around men, which is true. And people were basically saying, you're a pussy and this and that and blah, blah, blah. How are you friends with Strickland? People can disagree on certain things and still be friends. I mean, you're a pussy if you think everyone you surround yourself with has to agree with you. So I don't get it. Even if, I'm trying to think, what's one of my most controversial videos? The Ian Gary video recently. There's a lot of people that didn't agree with the Ian Gary opinion. The fact that people think you have to hate somebody because you disagree with them is craziness. I am a random dude online. Most of the people who were hating and vehemently going crazy over the video, they don't know me personally. They don't know me personally. But yet, they think just because we disagree, we have to not like each other. We have to hate each other. They have to say all this crazy shit in the comment section. It's crazy to me. But they want to bully you. The mob wants to bully you into having an opinion. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to be bullied ever. Ever. So, who else picked it in their head but don't make picks because it's a fight of a fight? It's a fight? What fight are you talking about? I'm about to destroy your world. I'm unsubbing. Adios, Jungle Mania. I don't want people who are 5'4" subscribed to the channel anyway. Are Merab's chances against O'Malley better or worse than Aljo's? I think better. All the Dubronx hater came out of the closet after Islam lost and picked up after the Islam loss and picked Dariush to win, gave him no chance. It was satisfying to watch them eat their words. It was. Those who picked Charles' first round TKO will be forever immortalized. Dariush looked absolutely terrible on the feet, 280. People were saying Charles would have no chance grappling and had a glass chin. I know, dude. I know. I wish I would have picked him first round. And he almost got this up. So I almost got the at least right method. Because if you remember, he was looking for a rear naked. He was looking for a rear naked in that first round. Joey, you got a Samsung or Motorola? I got an iPhone. I used to have a Samsung Galaxy. I'm not loyal to one brand over the other, but I've just been liking iPhone the last couple years. If Cormier was shredded, what weight class do you think he'd fight at? Probably middleweight. If he was completely shredded, probably middleweight would be my guess. But I don't know. I don't know for certain. It's hard to say. You never know. We don't clutch our pearls over here in We don't clutch our pearls over here in the Joey army. That is true. That is true. Shout out to the guys who've been watching the channel for a long time. Shout out to you guys. I really do appreciate it. I mean that. The people who've been watching for a while, whether it's 6 months, a year. I mean, think about it. If you've been watching for a year, you've been watching for a little less than 50% of the channel's existence. So, I greatly appreciate you. Joey, if Brock versus Cormier actually had... Brock would have lost badly. Cormier would have probably finished him. Which strikes. Joey is the elite of the elite. Thank you. I don't agree with your Ian Gary video, but it doesn't mean I have to hate you. Exactly. Exactly. Joey, should I drive an hour and 30 for some buns? No, dude. You probably shouldn't drive that far. You probably shouldn't drive that far, bro. That's a little bit too far. But do what you got to do, I guess. Depends what she looks like. Watching for a year, respectable. I've been watching for 15 months. Is that good enough not to be 5'4"? Dude, I seen a picture of you next to a thing that measures height. I know that you're 5'4". I have a theory about Charles. I think his eyes are so bad he doesn't see punches coming. I don't know about all that. Nate Brown, thank you for the 1 month of membership. It's been a great month of membership from Nate Brown. Thank you for your support. If anybody else wants to become a member of the channel, the link is in the description. You get a bunch of benefits, including, for the time being, extra live streams. Whenever I private a live stream, it goes to the members. So when I do a bunch of live streams in a week, I can't mess up my algorithm. I private it for the members. Eventually, when I start a second tier, the live streams are going to go to the second tier. But the second tier is not going to be that. It's going to be like $5, I think. And I maybe do an extra video per month or something along those lines. I have to figure that out. That won't be for a while, like a year or two maybe. But you get the loyalty badge next to your name. You get custom emojis. You get access to the members Discord. Bunch of benefits, and it's $3. It costs $3. So if anybody wants to join, link is in the description. Feel free to. It's something extra. If you don't want to, you don't have to. No, hour and 30 is worth 2 minutes. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Yeah, dude, you're going to drive an hour and 30 just the last 30 seconds? I don't think so. Charles gets hit way too clean for my liking. That is true. 6'3" all day, every day. That is true. Member up, y'all. Thank you, Nate. Do we get the Boston Crab tutorial? Of course. What do you think of Andre Fialho versus Tim Means? I think that's a fine fight. I'm not like dying to see it, but it's a decent fight. Nothing spectacular, nothing horrible. I'm not like... I mean, it's a prelim. It's like a prelim. It's like a starting prelim. A prelim opener, let me just say that. Who do you think has more potential, Rinya, Nakamura, or Bo Nickel? I'll say Bo Nickel. I'll say Bo Nickel over Rinya Nakamura. I went 6-11 at UFC 289. Ew. Now that we got more people here, let me plug this guy one more time. There is a guy who clips the channel, right? There's a guy who clips the channel. He's only just recently started clipping the channel. He does excellent edits of like funny moments from the live streams. If you guys want to go subscribe to his channel, here is the link. I do not run this channel. I don't even know who runs it actually. But he does an amazing job with edits. And if we can boost him up, let's get him 100 subscribers. He's got 30 subscribers right now. Or let's at least get him to 50. So we got almost 100 people in here right now. Realistically, we get him to 100 subs. He does awesome clips of the channel. So go subscribe to his channel, guys. There's already some great clips. The more you guys subscribe, the more you guys watch, the better he'll do of clipping live streams, would be my guess. So I'm not making any money off of it. I have no affiliation with it, but he does a damn good job. The thumbnails are hilarious. He has 4 videos right now. All 4 of them are absolutely hilarious. The ending of the most recent video is one of the funniest shits I've ever seen in my entire life. But yeah. Anyway, I would highly recommend it. I am subscribed for sure. So if we could boost them up to maybe 50 subs, if you guys miss any key moments in the streams, you will see them there. Would be my guess. Shout out to Benji. Nakamura looked mid, to be honest. Pulled the Dontel Mays the whole fight. Dude was in the north-south position. Battle versus Flexure. How long before AJ gets sent to the Shadow Realm? I think Battle probably wins via decision. Honestly. Dude, remember what Nakamura. I was going to say Nakamura. Rinat Fakhretdinov just brutalized Brian Battle. Dude, he beat him up badly. Joey, I joined the link the other night and left us for to join. 2 dudes playing UFC 4 and all of a sudden their stream was lagging. That's funny. Yeah, I had no idea. I just sent it to him to show him some support real quick. I just sent it to you to show him some support. Who do you have in Rinat versus Zaleski? Is that booked? I would probably go Rinat. He's too good, too strong. I picked Brian Battle to beat Rinat. Me too. Battle had 0 offense. Dude got the shit beat out of him up against the fence. I remember him just getting brutalized. I mean, that probably took time off his career, to be quite honest. Dude, he got destroyed. He got absolutely destroyed in that fight. Battle was too comfortable off his back and trusted his BJJ. Also, Renat is a fucking beast. Yeah, I hope they offer Wonderboy nothing but Rinat Fakhretdinov from here on out. Nothing but Rinat Fakhretdinov. If Zabit came back today, who would you give him? Yair Rodriguez. And then a title shot if you want. Thanks for the shout out again. He appears in the chat yet again. Yeah, dude, I really do enjoy the edits. So I want you to be successful because the more success you have, the more edits you'll do. And obviously only do ones that you feel like you should do. But the edits are hilarious, dude. The one with the dog shit had me dying laughing, dude. I sent it to my buddy. that was with me. And he was dying laughing too. But the ending was just priceless, dude. The ending was priceless. Yes, Zaleski versus Rinat is booked. Is it? I did not remember that. I got Rinat in that one. Rinat would be top 5 easily, but Brian is improving quickly. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know about top 5 just yet. I'm not ready to put that on him. Zabit versus Yair would be pure joy. Dude, Zabit versus Yair is a fight that I wanted to see for so long. I think it was booked 2 or 3 times and got canceled. It was booked 2 or 3 times and got canceled. Damn it. I was dying to see that matchup. Joey, is Islam versus Charles 2 more interesting than Islam Gaethje? Yes, for me it is. Gaethje just has no jiu-jitsu, dude. Gaethje has no jiu-jitsu. None. None at all. So once he gets taken down, he's done for. Once he gets taken down, he's done for. So, for me, it's like, don't really care all that much. Don't really care all that much. But, it's more compelling now that he brutally KO'd Dustin. But he ought to be working on his wrestling and his jiu-jitsu ASAP. Like, he better be working on it for like 8 months straight before he gets a title fight. So, I hope that makes sense. I can't believe we're already to the next pay-per-view. I cannot believe we're already to the next pay-per-view. How crazy is that? It feels like just yesterday was UFC 292. It's going to be a long wait till the next pay-per-view, though. So, let's see. We got September 16th next week. So we got 2 more weeks, and then we got a break from fights. Yasmin Lucindo fighting again. Didn't she just fight? Polyana Viana. Yeah, last month. Polyana Viana. Luby Godinez, Elise Reed. Didn't Elise Reed just fight too? No, she had a fight booked but pulled out last second. I see. No. No, she did fight in June, so not that long ago. Luby Godinez, Elise Reed, Roman Khabibulov, Josh Frem, Natan Levy versus Alex Reyes, Edgar Chairez versus Daniel Lacerda, Tracy Cortez, Jasmine Jadavicius, Raul Rosas Jr., Terrence Mitchell, easy win for Raul Rosas Jr., Fernando Padilla versus Kyle Nelson, Daniel Zellhuber versus Christos Gigas, Kevin Holland versus Jack Della Maddalena, Alexa Grasso versus Valentina Shevchenko. Damn, am I missing Shavkat on this card. Damn, am I missing Shavkat on this card. That was a massive hit. We lost Shavkat versus Gaslam. We lost Daniel Rodriguez versus Santiago Ponzinibbio. We lost Chris Curtis versus Anthony Hernandez, if I didn't already say that. Damn, so we lost really 3 solid fights. We lost 3 solid fights. Damn. That sucks ass. That really sucks ass. It really does. Talk about dog shit. Think about how much better that card would be with those 3 fights. So all told, we got 11 fights on that card. I always want to get started early on my full card predictions, but I never do. If I could just get 4 done on like Friday, that'd be sick. That'd be absolutely sick. I think I might be going Kevin Holland. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to watch some tape, but I'm not sure yet. Action Man dodged a bullet. I think he would have probably won. Chance of Charles winning and Waters' methods to victory. I think if Charles wins, it has to be TKO almost. Or he has to rock him and then get a guillotine off a sloppy shot. Like a desperation takedown from Islam. And that was my, I think, initial pick. You could sub Gaethje. You probably could, dude. Is Almeida versus Blades official? Yes. It's happening in Brazil. Zabit, any chance? Any chance he comes back? Probably not. I don't really have any desire to see Justin or Dustin fight Islam for the title. I'm with you. Joey, I just saw the latest video on that guy's channel, and by God, I never saw the ending coming. Dude, the ending was hilarious, dude. The ending was hilarious. That's a hilarious clip in general. That is hilarious clip in general. I didn't realize it was as funny as it was. Like, I don't remember what I said. And then I saw that clip get recommended to me, and I was like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. Let me go check it out. Let me take a look. I saw it pop up on my homepage, and I said, let me take a look. And I took a look, And I was like, God damn it, dude. And I was like, yeah. That was a damn good video. 3 minutes of unadulterated pleasure. 3 minutes of unadulterated pleasure. Absolutely loved it. So, man, I want to see Holland versus Curtis. Holland is a favorite on FanDuel. Doesn't surprise me, dude. JDM did not look good in his last fight. I thought he lost. I really want to see Fiziev to win to keep it. I really want to see Fiziev to win to keep Islam versus Fiziev alive. When is that fight? That's right around the corner. It's September 23rd, boys. Oh, my God. Robert, Jacob Malkoon, Brian Battle, AJ Flexer, Miles John, Daniel Argueta, Montserrat Rendon versus Tamiris Vidal, Jake Collier versus Muhammad Usman, Charles Jourdain, Ricardo Ramos, Mizuki Inoue versus Hannah Goldie is still fighting. Tim Means, Andre Filio, Marina Rodriguez, Michelle Watterson Gomez, Bryce Mitchell, Dan Ige, Rafael Fiziev versus Mateus, isn't it? Or it's Matauj Gamrot, I think. So we got 11 picks on. We got 11 fights on that card as well. I'm just trying to keep the picks hot streak alive. I've been killing the picks game recently. So hopefully we continue. I really want to get to a 70% prediction rate. What did you say, Vincent? What was the pick rate? Vincent, are you still here? What was the pick rate you had for me since Strickland Magomed? I think you said it was 89%. No way, it was 89%. Maybe that was main. No, that wasn't main events. I think it's expired in the chat. Vincent, if you're still here, let me know. I might take Holland by sub. Would not surprise me Holland to get it like a Darce choke. Do you think we'll see Renat versus Shavkat a fight we'll see? Probably never. But maybe. Bro, that stream for JDM's last fight was legendary. We were all like, cut JDM at the end. That's hilarious, dude. I don't even remember. But, dude, that was a piss-poor performance. Fiziev Gamrot is a banger card. I'm looking forward to it. Does Ricardo Ramos land another spinning elbow? Probably not. What's up, Skang Biscuit, my friend? What's up, my friend? Good evening. What's your favorite MMA nickname? I'll say the Spider, just because Anderson Silva is one of my favorite fighters. Yeah, JDM looked like dog shit. Yeah, Bazil should have won. Bazil Hafez should have won. I got a lot of shit on that video, too. Let me go back and find that. Where was that video at? I said Jack Della Maddalena was exposed by Bazil Hafez at UFC Vegas 77. Yeah. Yeah. Dude used to shave an arrow in his chest. I remember Brian. It was Brian something or other was the guy's name who shaved the arrow in his chest. I can't remember his last name. It's Brian something though. He was like unchokable too. Since UFC 292 Paris, it's been 89% main event. Strickland Magomedov to Paris, it's been 50%. Ew. 89% is a full card. 50% is the main event picks since Strickland Magomedov. That's not bad, bro. 89% over the last 4 cards. Or wait. Yeah, right? It's been 4 cards, right? Am I mistaken? Let me go back and check real quick. 3 cards. 3 cards, full pick ratio, 90% picks. That's pretty damn good. We got to keep that up. I'm pissed I picked Spivak, but there's no way I was changing it. I can't regret it. I was dead set on picking Spivak. Nothing could change my mind. Jack tried to talk me out of it. Jack, I gotta have to give it to Jack. He tried to talk me out of it. He said, dude, you're making the wrong pick here. And I said, nah. I should have opened my eyes. And I should have picked O'Malley, too. I fucked up. I should have picked O'Malley. One of my old friends that snaked me bad is texting me right now. Wasn't going to respond, but talking about confirmation changed my mind. Nah, dude, I wouldn't respond to that clown. There's no sense. Falk him. Ain't no sense, dude. What's the point? But I know what you mean. You're like, I just think it's a waste of time. There's better things to do. Prediction video, full card predictions, almost over 1,000, which is finally good. It's been out for a couple hours now. I knew Spivak wasn't it from the jump. That's probably my worst pick of the year because I was so dead set on that one. I was so dead set. Damn, 50K Ige. JDM is a specialist. A specialist in what? A specialist in what? Dude, you know what's funny? If you go back to Luque Dos Anjos, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you go 4 cards, I bet you it's still damn close to 90%. Because Luque versus Dos Anjos, I went 10 for 13. These full card picks have been killing it. I must admit. These full card picks have been beautiful. Damn, they're looking good. I didn't realize it was that damn good. Boys. The worst nickname is Kenny Ken Flo Florian. Yeah, he probably plagiarized that, to be honest. He probably plagiarized that. JDM's a boxing specialist. Damn, these picks are beautiful. Your Paris picks were almost perfect. I know, dude. I fucked up. Picking Spivak. Damn it. I was on a hot streak for a long time. Like, I never even really suffered from a low streak up until this year. And I've had my channel for 2 years. I never really had a slump. Like, I always had decent picks. I wasn't always making the full card predictions, but I was always going over my full cards on the live streams. In retrospect, it's just a lot of time to do the research because you want to be right. So you really have to do the tape study and research. And for the longest time, I didn't want to give up that time where I could be making other videos. And instead, I kind of like gave you my picks without what I deemed accurate research during the live streams. And I just finally said, you know what? I got it. And you know what's crazy? I don't want to say it's easier, but now when there's like 5 or 6 notable fights on the card, rather than doing a bunch of different videos, I can just do like 1 or 2 main videos and then do a full card picks. So it's not horrible, but it's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And then trying to describe how you, and then finding what the most annoying thing is, I swear to God, my efficiency would be cut down 50% if the UFC just had a place you could easily find fight footage. I have to comb through ESPN Plus. Half the time, the search algorithm doesn't even work. There's times I'll search for a fighter, and I know it should be on ESPN, and it's not there. It doesn't come up through the search. So then I have to search the other fighter of the fight I'm looking for. If I don't find it there, then I have to search the full fight card, find the full fight card, click through the fights to find that specific fight. And sometimes it's not on ESPN Plus. I have to go to Fight Pass. Sometimes it'll be on Fight Pass, but because it was so recent, it won't play on Fight Pass. You have to go to ESPN Plus. And then sometimes, if they're debutantes, they won't have any fight footage anywhere. And now I have to go to YouTube and like find it on some weird Russian card where the title isn't even the right shit. So there'll be a fight that I talk about for a minute in a video that I've now spent 40 minutes researching because half the time it's hard to find the actual fight footage. And it's infuriating. It's actually infuriating. So 4 cards, 83%. I'll take it, my friend. I will take it. Is there a reason you're compiling this data, Vincent? What's your overall plan? You were so good, bro. Your Paris picks were almost perfect. Thank you again, man. I already read that, but thank you again. I like to read it again. Joey, how much of picks do you think should really be analyzing each fighter and how much is just vibes? I think you got to analyze each fighter. I think vibes are, barely matter they matter to a certain extent, but yeah. Guys, I'm going to go pee real quick, and then I'm going to stay on for a little bit longer. Like the stream while I'm gone. Like the stream. I'll be back in literally 2 minutes. There's a bathroom right outside my office door. So I shall return shortly. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Quick. I'm back very, very quick. Anyway, Joey's Fight Pass worth it in 2023? Yes, if you want to do detailed research. Joey, the ending of the video of you brandishing your shillelagh was hella funny. I know, dude. That's why I was promoting his channel, dude. I hope he keeps doing clips for a long time. I hope you subscribe to him, Derek. Rodtang opened up as a favorite against Superlek. I think Superlek is easy money. I think Rodtang is more of a coward than Danis. I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I don't pay that close enough attention to the kickboxing realm. But I know they're both great. But we'll see. We shall see. I'm not even sure when that's happening, dude. I have a hard time keeping track of everything. I have a hard time keeping track of just the UFC in general. I try to keep my eye on all MMA, one championship. But I hope all is well with you as well, man. How's everything going over on the channel, man? I hope you're doing well. Run up the likes for the J-Man. Thank you. Do you think Spivak should be cut after that performance? No. But maybe next fight, yeah. Do you think Izzy has ever taken a PED? Impossible to know, but maybe. Is Gon delusional for thinking he should get the next title shot? He should find Aspinall or Blades. I don't think he's delusional. I don't think he's delusional, but I think he'll fight Aspinall or if he has to. John Kavanaugh gave Connor his BJJ black belt. What do you think of the value? It's not worth that much. Do you think Izzy's top 3 striker? Yes. Was watching your Australian picks. Wasn't Kevin Jusset the guy who Eugene Behrman was hyping up? He bested Izzy during sparring. Yeah, I don't believe that. I watched some of his fight footage. I don't believe that. And, yeah. I don't know. Who do you favor in Charles versus Islam 2? Hey, this isn't MMA related, but do you believe in cults, conspiracy stuff? I mean, you have to be specific. I mean, some of it I might believe in, but I mean, a lot of conspiracies are just kind of, a lot of them, especially recently, have been kind of off the wall bullshit. I was interested one night and wondered who was the best between the 4 YouTubers I watched and predicting and wanted to streamline it. Guru has the best main event picks and you have the best overall. How does his main event picks compare to mine? That's what I'm curious. I had such a hot streak at the beginning of the year. Such a hot streak at the beginning of the year, and then I fucked it all up in the last 2 months. But I have the best overall record. Who are the 4 you're comparing? I find that interesting. Adesanya is going to scorch Strickland. I agree. Rodtang and Superlek aren't even fighting on the Amazon card. It's going to be at like 7 a.m. Damn, that sucks. Yeah, so I won't be watching that at 7 a.m. Most likely, no. Damn, I had a sneeze, but it went away. Okay, have you seen the Godzilla -1 trailer? I have not. Does Jan beat Sean in the rematch? Yes. Who's your pick for Grasso Shevchenko 2? Probably Shevchenko. Probably Shevchenko. I do Weasel, you, Guru, Lucas. Fair enough. Fair enough. You'll have to let me know what it looks like at the end of the year. Are you going to track for the whole year? And how are you going to keep tracking? Do you put it all in the chat GPT? Is that what you do? The wildest conspiracy theory is Epstein actually offed himself. Fair enough. Picked Giuseppe partly because Behrman said he beat him in sparring. I watched fight tape. He didn't look that good. I said, you know what? Fuck this guy. You know what? Fuck this. Like, I'm going to be honest. When I watched the tape and then I looked at the Tapology picks, like, I don't base any of my picks off of who's picking on Tapology. Usually I don't even look at that until after I make my pick. But I decided on Crosby. I looked down at Tapology. I'm like 71% picking Giuseppe. Crosby has good striking, man. He had an exhibition boxing match. Looked good in that match. Beat Alex Cowboy Oliveira. Kevin Giuseppe, you watch some of these fights. And I mentioned it in my video. You go to 2 fights ago. He fought a guy named Priscus Faganolo. The dude is 40 years old. Hadn't fought in 3 years. Came back and barely lost a split decision to Kevin Giuseppe in February of this year. Dude is 40 years old. Looked horrible. And hadn't fought. His last fight before this fight was September of 2019. Hadn't fought in 4 years. Damn near 4 years. A little under 4 years. He's 40 years old. He came back. Kevin Giuseppe had a war with him. So, that's just the way it is. What's next for Holland if he beats JDM? I have no idea. Probably a top 10 fight would be my guess. Will you ever go back to watching press conferences and interviews? Probably not. It's just, there's not enough time to watch that shit. You're using ChatGPT right now for your English homework? Fair enough. Dude, these weirdos obsessed with Izzy and his dog. I don't know about you guys. I don't search out grown men sexually abusing dogs or anything weird like that in my search history. If that's something you're into, I don't know. But I find that a bit hard to believe. I think people are just weirdos in general. But it is what it is. You know, anybody doing something like that is disgusting. But the weirdos who like that and are obsessed with that and talk about it on a regular basis are fucking weirdos. I'll tell you that much. What are your thoughts on Lucas, by the way? I like to do, but his picks are so weird, and he's weirdly obsessed with random narratives that just looking at objecting fighting skills. I don't know. I've only seen a bit of his content. He seems like a nice dude. I like him. I collabed with him one time. I would collab with him again. I think a lot of the time, and a lot of people do this, they do super confident picks. So they look like a genius when they do get it right. And I think he gets a lot of hate because he'll make super confident picks and then he ends up wrong. But I don't know. I haven't watched like a lot of his analysis and stuff like that. So I don't know what the random narratives he's obsessed with. I know he's a little bit different than like your typical MMA channel. But he seems like an alright dude. I mean, that's really all I can say. You know? So I hope he does well. I wish him success. It's not something that I necessarily do. You know, it's a little bit different from what I do. I'm more of just focus, and I'm just going off of what you're saying. I focus on their skills. That's really it. I focus on their skills. I don't care about like some of these weird narratives, I guess, that some people drum up. You know, some people looking at stare downs to pick fights. I mean, imagine doing that. That's just bizarre. But anyway, you get the point. That is my thoughts. No, the video transcript goes in ChatGPT basically to comb through, and then I do spreadsheets to put that in, and it averages. Hopefully you get it right. I've changed my picks before on videos. What are the chances Strickland wrestles heavy? No. He's not going to wrestle heavy, and even if he decides to, he won't win. He won't win. He'll get stuffed, and that's it. That'll be the end of that. That'll be the end of that. That's what I have to go with. That's what I have to go with. Even if he did decide to wrestle heavy, he'll still lose, and he won't be able to get takedowns. Dude had his back taken by Abus Magomedov in the first round. Joey, have you ever changed your pick last minute and got it spot on? I don't remember. I don't think on YouTube. Because once I make my video, I'm just like, there's no way I can change my pick unless something drastic happens. Because then I have to make a whole video on it. Tyson Pedro had a stomach bug the last fight. That's why he looked off. Okay. Kevin Giuseppe beat Izzy in a sparring, not a fight. Yeah, I don't care about that. Damn, we're going to see a 10-minute man dance. Okay. Joey, okay, read that. Can't stand his take that Yair's a top 3 striker over Izzy and Pereira. That's crazy. What is the best stance in your opinion for fighting? Whatever works for him. I don't know. Super light on your feet. And not super hunched over. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I really don't. I'm trying to think, and it's just like different stances work for different people. The stances that I think always look the best and I feel like perform very well are like the Johnny Walker-esque stances, like super wide but kind of like really bouncy back and forth. I definitely see you and Lucas debate on a topic you both disagree with on one day. I like the last collab. Fair enough. Yeah, we didn't find anything we disagree with. I tried. I don't see Strickland having much success closing the reach advantage Adesanya has. I agree. Joey had a buzzer beater pick to change for Vola over Dober. Thank you, Jackson. I forgot about that. I couldn't change my pick. I couldn't change my pick on Tapology, but I changed it on Livestream. You were right, and I picked him to KO him too. Thank you, Jackson, for remembering that. Shout out Jackson Reedy. Joey, one of the reasons I subbed you is because... Oh, you subbed me. You think you can sub me? What are you, Neil Magny? Am I your 3-year-old son? You put me in submissions? You become accustomed to it? The one reasons I subbed to you, I'm assuming is what you mean, is because how you call out the WWE-ness of the UFC. Like me, you think the best oh my God, dude. Come on, man. You got to type better than this. I don't want to slander you on here, but this is giving me a brain aneurysm reading this. Okay. Joey, one of the reasons I subscribe to you is because of how you call out the WWE-esque of the UFC. Like me, you think the best should fight the best and most deserving get the title shot, as you should. We are on the same page. We are on the same page for sure. Connor's stance that got his legs butchered against Dustin is the best stance for MMA. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, one more. Have you ever changed last minute and got it wrong? If last minute, you mean like right before I record a prediction video, yes. I changed last minute, pick Vettori over Cannonier. I changed last minute, pick Ricky Simone over Song Yadong. And there's probably other ones that I can't think of right now. But where I was riding a certain side from since the fight was announced, and then I switched last minute. You know? Who wins Whitaker-Duplessis rematch? I have to pick Duplessis. Have to go with Duplessis. Dude bodied him. Did you start watching The Wire, dude? I haven't started watching anything. I haven't had any time. I stayed up till 4 a.m. last night making videos, and I woke up at 8 o'clock. Actually, I woke up at 7:30 and went and played disc golf this morning at around 8:30. So I'm actually pretty tired, and I got to do a video before I go to sleep tonight, and it's already midnight, about to be midnight. You also originally picked Bilal and Pantoja. Yeah, I picked Bilal over Brady, And I picked Pantoja for the longest time over Moreno, and I switched. If Strickland beats Izzy, is that a bigger upset than Weidman versus Anderson? Probably the same, I would say. Probably the same. Who has better shadow boxing, you or Bo Nickel? Probably Bo Nickel. I think DDP comfortably beats Izzy if they fight. I disagree with that. Thanks for translating my question, brother. No problem, Cosner. If Edwards got a flying knee over Colby versus Oliveira. If Edwards got a flying knee over Colby and Oliveira got a one-punch KO over Islam, which one would be KO of the year? I think it all depends on circumstances. Like if Edwards was losing and gets a flying knee, Oliveira was losing, gets a one-punch KO. I mean, you have to guess how it would look, but I would say flying knee would probably be bigger. What's your early prediction for Jack Della Maddalena versus Kevin Holland? Probably Kevin Holland. I'm low on Jack Della Maddalena after his last fight. Now I'll go Whitaker if he mixed up his striking. Dude, I think Whitaker underestimated Dricus. I really do. I think he underestimated Dricus. I really, truly do. I truly, truly do. He underestimated him, and he paid for it with his consciousness. He paid for it with his consciousness, my friend. But that's just the way the MMA game goes. Whitaker, I mean, dude, it's crazy. Whitaker should have beat him. Whitaker should have beat him. All logic was thrown out the window. MMA makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense. Which is just crazy to me. But yeah. Dude, this picture I just seen of Izzy's mad funny. Is mad funny. Joe, would you consider Dricus a plotty fighter? Kind of, yeah. I just think DDP is really underrated on the ground, and if he fights smart, he can defend Izzy in the early round. Dude, I think he gets KO'd. He moves in too sloppy. He has to be way stronger than Izzy and bully him in the grappling, and I don't think he can. He doesn't have the greatest takedowns. He's very good once he gets you down. Like, he has underrated jiu-jitsu. Whitaker's one-dimensional fighter and spams the same moves over and over again. Maybe. I don't know. I just feel like Dricus' power and pace was too much. Dude, Dricus' definition of bodied him. The definition of bodied him. Aspinall versus Sergey. Who wins? I will say early prediction, Sergey. Early prediction, Sergey Pavlovich. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with, boys. No way Dricus beats Adesanya. I think Adesanya stops him, most likely, if I had to guess. He walks into a shot. I just can't forget those fights, man. He looked horrible in every single fight except the Whitaker fight. I can see him rushing in and getting caught, to be fair, similar to the first Whitaker fight. That is true. How would Dricus versus Strickland go? I think Dricus would probably lose to Strickland, to be quite honest. I think he would lose to Strickland. I think Strickland would lose early and come back and win in the later rounds. That's a fight I wouldn't mind seeing. That's a fight I would not mind seeing. I think Strickland, for as much flack as Strickland gets, I think he's a bit underrated, to be honest. So. Dude, I just see this highlighted quote from Izzy. I've made a lot of hard men look easy. That's funny. That's fun. That's cringe. Remember that dumb shit caught Trevin with bouncing off the cage? Yes, vaguely. Dricus losing to Strickland is a hot take in my opinion. Well, let it be hot then. Sean Strickland beats Dricus du Plessis. Sean's just a good defensive grappler. He's very durable, has great stamina, has good boxing. You know, maybe Dricus goes out there and bullies him. I don't know. And that's just an early pick off the top of my head without watching fight footage side by side. I remember betting on Dricus when he fought Brad Tavares and was sweating so much. Yeah, it was a close fight. What's up, keep out? I hope Sean's legs are ready. Yeah. Who do you think is the best BJJ at 185, Alan Craig or Dolidze? Dolidze. The way Dricus was bum rushing Whitaker when he hurt him, There were a lot of counting opportunities. Dude, Rob looked like he quit in there. Sergey's turning into the UFC's next Ngannou. I'm here for it. True, true, true. Vittori beats the shit out of DDP. I don't know, dude. Delay kicks at Dricus would brutalize Sean. Also, Sean's got brutally dropped by Usman and slept by Alex. Dricus would be way bigger and stronger. Bigger and stronger than who? Sean or Alex? Because he's not bigger and stronger than Alex, but okay. If anyone reviewed DDP, they put Whitaker down. DDP covered up. Why did he cover it up after? Why did he cover it after knockdown Rob? I don't know what you're talking about exactly. I have to go back and rewatch. It's been a bit. How's it been 2 months since that fight happened? How has it been 2 months since that fight happened? Where the hell has time gone? It's almost the end of the year, boys. It's about to be Christmas. It's about to be Christmas. Which is craziness. It's about to be Halloween, and right after Halloween comes Christmas. We just skip right over Thanksgiving. We're about to be putting out Christmas decorations. 113 days till Christmas. That's nuts. Guys, if you can do me a favor and like this stream, run up the likes on the stream. We almost did a 2-hour stream tonight. I should have did my videos and went to sleep, but instead I streamed for you guys. Okay? I streamed for you guys. So if you guys could do me a favor and like the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. That's crazy. 113 days till Christmas. That's just nuts. I think Aspinall would be a better matchup for John Jones. I think Pavlovich is still sus on the ground, and I think he'll get subbed on the ground similar to Gane. Yeah, I think both matchups are interesting because Sergey has unbelievable power, but we don't know where his grappling's at because it hasn't really been challenged. But yeah, I think both matchups are difficult for John Jones, and I'd like to see him fight both those guys. It's just never going to happen. It's just never, ever, ever going to happen, unfortunately. I think he retires. I think John Jones retires this year. I think Aspinall would be a better... Okay, you read that. Yeah, I think both of them would be interesting. Time is flying. It's crazy. We're already at 293. I know. It really is crazy, boys. It really is crazy. I don't know what happened. Joey, do you get to remove one thing from UFC broadcast? Octagon ads, celebrity tweets. Which one are you getting rid of? And would you add anything? Damn, I would love to remove both of those. I'll say Octagon ads. I'll say Octagon ads. If I could add anything, I don't know what I would add. I really don't know what I would add. I don't think I would add anything. To be fair, Pav fought Overeem in his debut. Yeah, it was a long time ago. What is the card of the year so far? I don't know. I don't know. I don't really remember what card was the most amazing card of the year. Should make a video about that maybe at the end of the year. Sergey lost to Overeem is the only thing haters can talk about. The way he did Blades put a stamp on the certification. Okay. Yeah, I would get rid of them both too. Dude, the tweets are fucking stupid. I mean, I would get rid of the Octagon ads. The tweets don't bother me that much. And I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to tell you guys, okay, here's what other people are thinking. 290 had a lot of finishes. Yeah, 290 was pretty sick. And it had Fight of the Year candidate in Alexandre Pantoja versus Brandon Moreno. So, who do you think deserved to win their last fight more? Hafez over JDM or Jan over Alex? Hafez over JDM. Jan looked like garbage. I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy that Pereira won, but at the same time, I don't think he deserved to win. I don't think that he deserved to win. How can you even say he hasn't got better? We don't even know. Yeah, that's true. Only thing beating Pavlovich now is slot machines. Yeah, I think we'll get Pavlovich versus Tom Aspinall for the interim belt very, very soon. A.k.a. early 2024. Early 2024. All right, guys. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to try to make my video before I go to bed. I might even just drop it right this second. We'll see. how quickly I can get it done. I already got all the images done and ready. I'm going to get out of here. Let's see. Is there anybody else random streaming right now? Let's see. UFC, 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 UFC. Don't leave yet. Don't leave yet, boys. Let's just see. UFC, UFC, UFC. Trying to find like a very, very small channel. But it doesn't look like there is anything, unfortunately. I don't see anything. That's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. There's nothing. It's all these dumbass streams that are always up, and it's so annoying. Either way, I'll plug my full card picks anyway. I'd rather plug my full card picks. Here, guys, do me a favor. If you have not watched my UFC 293 full card picks, I would greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it if you did. Make sure you like it. Make sure you comment on it. Comment with your pick. That's all you need to do. It helps the channel significantly. It helps the channel significantly. So go watch the full card picks. Like it. Comment on it. Yeah. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Thank you for joining me for the stream. Link is in the chat if you want to see all my picks for UFC 293. Appreciate you guys for joining me, and good night.